This is the End Zone. Let's move the chains. And I'm talking about USC, Southern Cal football today, because I think that the Trojans not only have an incredible shot to run the table in the regular season, winning the Pac-12 championship, but also a decent shot at going to the college football playoffs. So with that being said, let's take a look at the USC Trojans and why I am very high on this team, and we'll cover that. Going in, just talking about what do you see from the USC Trojans this year? Well, obviously, you got to touch up on offensive coordinator Graham Harrell turning this offense into an air raid offense. They're going full on with Kedon Slovis at quarterback. He is an incredible college football talent, one of the better gunslingers in all of college football. He's also got weapons. Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of the best wide receivers in college football. Also Tyler Vaughns. Tyler Vaughns was just shy of 1,000 yards last season. They almost had 3 receivers. Pittman, who's now in the NFL, had 1,000 yards. They almost had Tyler Vaughns 1,000 yards, almost breaking 1,000 yards for 3 different receivers over the season. They did lose offensive lineman Elijah Vera Tucker to opt out, so that is tough. You know, you can't really do much about that with the COVID situation. But on defense, they are talking to Jay Tofili, who is probably the best or one of the best defensive players on this Clay Helton defense. So I'm talking about the team, the roster, but really it's not all about the roster. A lot of it is about the schedule. The schedule for the USC Trojans might be one of the easiest schedules in all of college football. And let me tell you to right quick, I do not see how they could lose any of these games. And probably the one thing that worries me is that there's really no room for error, but with the schedule this bad, USC should be able to run the table. So let's go through the schedule and talk about these teams. Arizona State, I think that's the hardest game on their schedule. I really love what State is doing with Daniels at quarterback and Herm Edwards as the head coach. I've always said it. I've been a huge fan of Herm Edwards, and I think that he is turning this program around. Defensively, State is going to be a tough team. I just don't know if offensively they have enough to keep up with this air raid offense. Arizona, a team that is not as good as USC. Straight up, they will beat Arizona. Utah, probably one of the toughest games according to ESPN. Utah is their highest rated opponent on the Football Power Index with a rank of 23. Next is Arizona State, who sits at 51. Listen, I don't think Utah has enough to reload and beat the Trojans this year. ESPN gave USC about a 90% chance to beat Colorado. Again, that's going to be a win. Washington State, we don't know what we're going to see with Washington State. There's been a lot of bad things between the coaching staff, the new coaching staff, losing Mike Leach, and bringing in this run-and-shoot offense. I don't think Washington State's going to be all that this year. Then finally, you have UCLA. UCLA has been very bad. It's not looking good for the Bruins this year and for the future with Chip Kelly. I do like DTR as a quarterback. That one could be a shootout. Then you have the Pac-12 championship. According to ESPN, Utah has the best chance at beating USC, and Utah's chances for beating USC this season, about 40%. 60% chance for USC to win that game. Lowest chance to win on their whole entire schedule. We're looking at a team that is realistically top 15 in the Football Power Index. They're actually 12 according to ESPN, but some people may disagree upon that. But at least top 15 if you're looking at this with an unbiased opinion. And they're 10th most likely to make the college football playoff with a 31% chance. Also, fun fact, Oregon is in the top 10 as well. And Oregon's schedule doesn't look too difficult, but it's a little bit better than USC's. Again, I'd love to know your opinions on USC football on the Pac-12 coming back. What do you think will happen this season? Thanks for watching the End Zone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can move the chains.